This is Jack Spirko of the ICE Marketing Group, and welcome back to part 3 of Understanding Basic Blogger Settings. We're now going to continue where we last left off. Now we're going to go into email. This is pretty simple. This field here is your blog send address. If you want to, you can have an email sent to you every time something is posted in your blog. Let's say if you had maybe 4 or 5 people commenting on blogs together, working on a blog together, all with rights as a publisher, you might want to know anytime one of your partners published something so you can read it. That's what that's for. This is a mail to blogger address. What you would do here is you would enter a word, and I'm not going to use it. I'm not actually going to set this up for mine. But this is your choice, and I would never tell anybody what this email address is. Here's how this works. Let's say you want to post to your Blogger blog. If you set this up, and it's, see, this is shard3 and I put in here poster@blogger.com. If you do that and click publish, you could be anywhere in the world. You don't even have access to your blog, let's say, and you write out an email address. The title will become the title of your blog post, and the body of your email, formatting included, will become the body of your post. And you can just email your post to your blog, and it will automatically publish if you say to publish it. If you don't click publish, it'll go into a pending post, and you'll have to go on and approve it. You can do that either way that you like. I'm not going to set this blog up that way. It is a way that I do set up some blogs. I'm going to save settings even though I didn't change anything, just because it's a good habit to be in. Now I'm going to go into permissions. Permissions is not something you're probably going to mess with. Basically, what you can do here is if you have multiple people that you want to be part of your blog, you can invite them, enter the email address, and they'll be invited to join your blog, so that maybe you can have a team of people using a single blog to blog together. And then you can decide who can read your blog. You can let anybody read your blog, only people that you choose, or only the authors of a blog. So obviously most people are going to stick to anybody. Why would you want these other two? This is one of those things I talked about. I probably wouldn't use a blog for this, but let's say you wanted to use a blog with an internal group for collaboration purposes. In other words, you're working on a project together that's private and you don't want anybody else to be able to see it. That's where you might use something like this. But I would leave that on anybody, and if you do change that, you'll need to save those settings, but I haven't made any changes. So now, there's a couple things I wanted to show you exactly how they appear or what they do. Remember when I said that I set up a template? Let's go in like I'm going to do a post. Okay, and now I'm in the screen where I would go ahead and post an article. And remember in my template, I went ahead and I typed the words in, this is my template. So this here shows you just how if you put something in that field, every time you go to do a post, it'll be there. If you don't want to use it this time, you could just simply highlight it and delete it, or you could leave it in there. You might use this feature for something like subscribe to my newsletter, a tagline that you always want to put in. Maybe you set up a signature file just like you would in your email program. There's a variety of different creative uses for that feature. I just wanted you to know how to use it. Now I want to go ahead and view our blog to show you just a couple of the other things that we talked about. And now I'm viewing our blog, and you can see my description is now showing here. Okay, and that's great. Because that's more content on my blog. And that was the first field that we edited. The other thing I talked to you about was quick editing. And you can see these little icons here are showing. Now, your user, your reader, Joe Blow, that comes off the internet and finds your blog will not see these. This is only showing me these quick edit features because I'm logged in to this particular account. So that's how that works. Then the next thing we talked about was that people could email a post to their friend. And down here, under every post, you will see a little email icon. And if a person clicks on that, it will bring up their mail program, and they can then email your post to a friend. I'll show you how that works. Click on it. And it comes up, and a person can type a personal message, their friend's email address, and their own name saying, hey, I found this blog post, thought you might enjoy it. We're not going to do that. I just want to show you how it worked. And then quick editing. Let's say I came in here and I saw a typo and I wanted to correct it. I click on the pencil. And I now have the opportunity to make changes to my blog. I'm going to go back. It's going to ask me if I want to save anything. I'm going to say no and leave it alone the way it is. So those are those features that we talked about as we put things together. Now I'm going to show you what your feed looks like. In the section on Firefox browser, there is a lesson on how to add active bookmarks. That's what this is here. This would access your feed. The other place that you'll see a link to your feed is down here at the bottom where it says Post Atom. I'm going to click on that to show you what your feed looks like. And we'll wait for that to load for just a second. And you can see, since I did a full feed, my entire articles are showing up here. So now someone could drop this address into a feed reader and they would get notified every time you updated your blog. So that's how your feed reader works. That's really the end of this lesson. I hope it's going to help you become a better blogger with Google Blogger. Have a great day.